What's going on, guys? Now on this channel we've been talking about DeepSeek R1 as well as other open source models from China such as Qwen 2.5 Max, and everyone's really been talking about China versus USA in this AI war. And even the mainstream media has been talking about DeepSeek. In fact, some people are even saying, why are we allowing American tech giants like Microsoft to help China develop DeepSeek and other AI? It's insane. We should ban the transfer of AI technology to China immediately. In fact, there's even a new bill in the US Congress called the Decoupling of America's Artificial Intelligence Capabilities from China Act of 2025 that would ban the import of any AI technology from China, including open source models like DeepSeek. It would make it illegal to do any research or development in AI in collaboration with an entity of concern defined as any Chinese institution or company. Now, I didn't go through the bill and read it myself, nor do I know the likelihood of it actually getting passed, but this post says a new bill is being proposed to make downloading DeepSeek in the US a crime with penalties up to 20 years in prison, which, if true and if it did get passed, would absolutely be insane. And like I mentioned, I showed you how to use DeepSeek R1 with Rucline. I've showed you how to use it with Windsurf, Bolt.diy, N8N, Cursor, many different ways. But what if you want to use DeepSeek R1 with something maybe like Claude Sonnet 3.5? Because, you know, many of you guys love Claude Sonnet 3.5 as well as me because it's so good with creativity and coding, and it's just still one of the best, if not the best, frontier model. Well, now you can with an open source free tool called DeepClaude. So DeepClaude combines Claude Sonnet 3.5 with DeepSeek R1 chain of thought reasoning to outperform OpenAI O1, DeepSeek R1, and Claude Sonnet 3.5, 100% free and open source. So I'm going to show you how you can use their cloud version for free. Of course, you will have to bring your own DeepSeek and Claude Sonnet API keys, but I'm also going to show you how you can self-host this on your system, and then you could actually use this to make API calls and do some really cool things with this. So without ado, let's dive right into it. All right, guys, so all links I cover in today's video will be linked down below. I'll even leave a link to the actual bill that I was talking about earlier there, but let's take a look at the DeepClaude GitHub here. So harness the power of DeepSeek R1's reasoning and Claude's creativity and code generation capabilities with a unified API and chat interface. So this is really cool, and this got me excited when I found this. So DeepClaude is a high-performing LLM inference API that combines DeepSeek R1's chain of thought, reasoning capabilities with Anthropic's creative code and generation prowess. It provides a unified interface for leveraging the strengths of both models while maintaining complete control over your API keys and data. Now, just a caveat, if you are using the DeepSeek API, which goes through China, the hosted version, then, you know, you may not be 100% in control of that data. So a few features: we have zero latency, instant responses with R1's chain of thought, followed by Claude's response in a single stream, powered by a high-performance Rust API, and then private and secure, so end-to-end security with local API key management. Your data stays private, and then highly configurable, dual AI power, and then manage bring your own keys API. So why R1 plus Claude? So DeepSeek's chain of thought trace demonstrates deep reasoning to the point of an LLM experiencing metacognition, correcting itself, thinking about edge cases, and performing quasi-Monte Carlo tree search in natural language. However, R1 lacks in code generation, creativity, and conversation skills. And I can definitely say that I personally agree, because even still, I will use Claude Sonnet 3.5 for many different things because it's just so good. And that's where it excels in these areas, making it the perfect complement. So DeepClaude combines both models to provide R1's exceptional reasoning and problem-solving capabilities, Claude's superior code generation and creativity, fast streaming responses in a single API, and complete control over your API keys. And they even provided some benchmark tests right here. So R1 plus Sonnet set SOTA on Ader's polyglot benchmark. You can see here in this benchmark test, R1 plus Sonnet, O1, R1, Sonnet, and then DeepSeek V3, and R1 plus Sonnet is at the very top. And this is great because Claude Anthropic has not dropped a reasoning model yet. So this is kind of like a cheat code for that until they do. So according to Ader's polyglot benchmarks, the combination of R1 as architect and Sonnet as editor has achieved new SOTA of 64% on Ader polyglot benchmark, 14 times cost reduction compared to the previous SOTA results, improved accuracy across multi-programming languages. And the beauty behind this is you can use this in their hosted version and chat with it and test it out, which I'll show you right now. But I'm also going to show you how you can actually self-host this, and then you can use it in an API, in an application of some sort, or whatever you want. And this was created by a company called Asterisk, but let's go ahead and check out their hosted version right now. So like I said, this will be linked down below to DeepClaude.com. Once you go to DeepClaude.com, you're going to go ahead and click on configure up here, and you'll see that you have your Deepseek API token, your Anthropic API token, and then your system prompt right here, and then Deepseek configuration if you did want to add some extra things like headers, body, and then Anthropic configuration down here, which allows you to add different things like headers right here, more headers, or body as well. So grab your API tokens, plug those in, click on save, and then you're good to go. So now we can go ahead and click on type message where we can compose our prompt. I'm just going to say how many R's are in strawberry. So very basic to start off. We're going to go ahead and click on send.
Are you tired of pouring thousands of dollars into appointment setters only to watch leads slip away? Imagine having a team of elite sales agents booking qualified appointments for you around the clock. No more wasted time on training, no more frustration with performance, and no more draining your budget on inconsistent and expensive call centers. Introducing Stride Agents, AI-powered appointment setters that work 24/7, never get tired, and book appointments while you sleep. Trained on thousands of successful conversations, our AI agents outperform human teams at just 1/10 of the cost. Join the ranks of businesses that doubled their appointments and booking rates in just a matter of weeks. Don't get left behind in the AI revolution. Visit strideagents.com now and transform your entire sales process with cutting-edge AI technology. It's time to accelerate your stride with AI agents.
Now we can see that our assistant is thinking. We can see it's thinking for 10 seconds right here. And if we open up this drop down, we can see that we have our Deepseek thinking right here. So this is the whole Deepseek reasoning, and it's going through starting with S, then TRAWBERRY, counting them back and forth, making sure that it's correct. And now we're getting our result. This is generated by Claude Sonnet 3.5. So there are 3 R's in the word strawberry. Let's break it down, blah, 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 blah. There you go. Now, you can also switch between different models like 3 Opus, 3.5 Haiku. We're going to go ahead and keep it on Sonnet latest right here. All right, next I'm going to say, build me the game of Snake in a Python file and tell me how to run it. We're going to go ahead and click on send. All right, so we can see it is thinking right here, going over the different libraries it needs to use, all that good stuff. And now we're getting our generation from Claude. So here's the complete code. Use it with Pygame right here. So I'm going to go ahead, copy this code and paste it over into a Python file right here. All right, now I'm going to run pip install Pygame, which I already have. So I'm actually just going to run Python snake game right here. And boom, now we have our snake game. Okay, so I'm playing the snake game. Let's get the food. Okay, we got the food. We have a scoreboard up there. Everything's working really well. See if I hit the side. Okay, the side, then it closes. So boom, great job. All right, so I think you guys get the point. Now let's go ahead and actually show you how you can self-host this so you could use this in applications you want, whatever the case may be. So first things first, you're going to git clone the repo. So you're going to open up your terminal and you're going to run git clone the repo link right here. Then you're going to change directory into DeepClaude. And you're going to run cargo build -- release. This is on Rust. So if you don't have Rust, make sure you have that downloaded. You're also going to need Strawberry Perl. So download this too. I'll leave a link down below if you don't already have it. And if you encounter any issues when running cargo release, like I did here initially, then just simply copy this right here, paste it into ChatGPT and ask it what you need to do. Once you have that done, it may take a little bit. As you can see, mine took 13 minutes. But then it actually was good to go. So then I ran code dot to open it in VS Code. And you'll see that there's a Docker file right here. So you could use Docker, but we're going to go ahead and actually just use the executable file. So within the DeepClaude repo, you're going to go ahead and click on target. And then you're going to click on release. And then you'll see DeepClaude right here. Now, if you want to change where the port is open or any of the configurations, what you're going to do is copy this config file right here, config.toml, and paste it in the root of the release right here. So you can see I have that here. You could go ahead and change the port if you want or anything like this, but I'm just going to keep it the same. Now, if you don't do this config step, that's okay. It's actually just going to use the default port, which is port 3000. So once you do that, you can simply open up DeepClaude application right here, and it's going to open up this terminal right here. And if I go to port 3000, you're actually just going to see a blank screen like this. So it's not giving you a web UI or interface, but this is where you're actually able to make API calls to it. So if I go to deepclaude.com and then click on API docs, this is where you actually see the base URL. So the cool thing is you can actually use their managed API or your self-hosted version. So if I copy this right here, go over to Postman right here and paste this in and then click send, and boom, you can see that we got our response right here. So I'm going to show you what this actually is in just a second, but you can use, like I said, their API base URL right here or your hosted one, which is your host. So for us, it would just be localhost and then port 3000. Now you could actually deploy this in a server too if you wanted and use that. Now for authentication, you have Deepseek API token and Anthropic API token. So you're going to pass those in through headers. So this is what your request is going to look like. You want to pass in content type, application JSON, Deepseek API token, and then your API token, and then Anthropic API token, and then that API token. Those are the headers right there. And then for the body, you simply want to pass in the message, the role, and the content right here. So the content, we have how many R's are in the word strawberry, and you can see we got our response right here. So created, content, text. So you can see the thinking right here. It's thinking, thinking, thinking. And then the text, there are 3 R's in the word strawberry. We can see the cost right here. So the total cost, the reasoning cost, cache, all that good stuff, all the different metrics you would want. And you'll see in the API docs, all the different responses, error handling, common error types, non-streaming API usage, as well as streaming API usage. So really cool that they have this API right here, and you could do some really cool stuff with this. You could integrate this in your applications, and I think this is actually really useful. Just by looking at these benchmarks right here, you can have R1 as the architect basically, and Sonnet as the model that is actually doing the output. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you got some value here. If you did and you're new to the channel, make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with the uploads. We upload videos all the time on AI coding, AI agents. So if you like that type of content, you're in the right place. Also too, guys, if you haven't already joined our free Facebook group and Discord channel, stridecommunity.com, I'll leave a link down below, and definitely check out our Stride AI Academy. It's currently free right now, but it may not be in the future, so join while you still can. Also too, guys, if you run a business and you need help implementing AI agents like AI appointment setters, AI call center, literally to pack your calendar with boatloads of qualified leads, then book a call down below at executivestride.com/apply, and we can see if it's a fit or not. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Let me know what your thoughts are about DeepSeek R1 as well as Claude and DeepClaude. Let me know what you guys think of this. And as always, keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.